Hello. Sorry to be lying on the ground while doing this, but I had a bit of a back flare up this week, and so I'm here. But to start, um, how is your digital identity different from your real world self? Well, for me, this past year, obviously, in my condition, I haven't really put up a lot of things online. So online, I'm still kind of the guy from a year ago and before who was athletic and had a lot of activity going on, things of that nature. And my real world self would be this now. I went from being a helicopter rescue swimmer to here, and it's been a bit of transition, but also a lot of learning that's gone on with it. Um, when I lost the ability to walk for about 7 months, it changed things up quite a bit. But um, moving forward, my life, and with the next question as well. How does technology enable you to to fully express a specific dimension of your identity? I don't really share too much online to begin with. I would say express the dimension of my life involving my wife and the fact that we used to be very active, not as much anymore. We enjoyed like traveling, adventure. The military's been good for that. And we love our family, our two dogs. Um, that's what I usually express online. Um, it's been hard. Again, this year we haven't been able to do as much as the things we really enjoy. Um, so, again, we've had to learn and transition from that. And how does technology govern, influence, or shape your identity? Again, I don't see that it does all that much. I'm not one of those people who has to put everything online, where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I'm getting there. And my prior job in the Navy as a helicopter rescue swimmer, I worked with a lot of technology, um, in helicopters, radar systems, things of that nature. I personally worked with thermal imaging, lasers for identification. Um, we had night vision goggles. I'm trained in to use those. So that, in a sense, became the identity of who I was for my working purpose, um, and as well as medical gear. I'm trained in a lot of medical uh, gear as well, so we had to use and know that. So that was a big part of my life for quite a while. Um, and let's see, I also used Word, Outlook, Excel, things of that nature to do my ground job, which is tracking the flight hours for my command and other things like that. So it was a big part of my life. Um, how in which your digital identity, a product of your social and technological context in which you live. Um, Everything's kind of changing right now. So like with this injury that I've had, I'm gonna have to choose a different path in life. So I'll be leaving the Navy. I won't be doing what I did last year, but my wife and I are looking forward to a new start, a new way that we're gonna go about things, and I'll be learning new technologies along the way. Um, as I did when I got into the Navy 7 years ago, I'll have to learn new things along the way to go about. We were looking to start a business and things like that, moving to the Midwest, and it'll be a big transition for me. Your online identity, how is your online identity like a performance? Well, again, I only pretty much post the good times and significant moments, positive experiences. I don't really post a lot of negative things online. I don't think most people truly don't even know about my injury. So in that way, it's kind of a performance. I'm not really a person who likes to post all the bad times, things that happened. It's like, oh, I came home and had a bad day. Well, you know, we all have. So that's kind of the way I look at it, and I like to post things that people would want to see and read about. Um, how is your behavior different when you know it's public? I think everybody's behavior is different when they know it's going to be public and out there. You know, um, you know, you don't want to comment and post everything maybe could be offensive or taken differently, especially if you're in politics or business or anything like that. You don't want everyone to kind of see everything. Maybe it's good to have some hidden vices, if you will. Not really as open and emotional and online as I am in person. I like to debate with people and get to know people and meet new people and have hear what they have to say about certain subjects. But I don't try to do that online as much because it's just worthless. It leads to a lot of fighting and doesn't actually get a point what you're really trying to do. And in person, I feel like online we've lost that back and forth in communication in the real world. And when you're online, it's just, hey, this is it, and you're taken totally out of context. So, and then, how does your digital identity affect your sense of who you are as a person? It doesn't really affect me as much. Like I said, I try to stay out of most things online because I find it pretty trivial that people think that they can use it as to express every emotion that they have. I'd like to express the good things when needed. Um, you know, when I use an example, like when I was in Guam, I was stationed down there. We lost power for about 5 days during a massive typhoon. And that time, the whole neighborhood, we had barbecues and get-togethers and things like that outside. Once the storm got past, and a lot of people were talking about how much technology they missed and things that they wish they had, and how much they can't wait to play video games. And I thought that was a great week, and I didn't really need the technology there as the addiction of my life. But people were saying how they missed phones and movies and things, but I found it kind of nice not to have those. So I don't think technology affects me too much in my day-to-day normal life. Taking classes online and things of that nature are, what I do. But I think it'll change eventually when I start my own business and my wife and I move on, and I'm sure I'll be using technology in a different way then. And I use technology especially now, mainly I would say to keep in touch with people. I have a lot of friends, family spread over the world, friends stationed overseas and on deployments and things like that. So it's a great way to keep in touch with them, and probably the only way I can right now. So thank you very much.